What is up, my leaderboard crew? Tommy Marquez here with another edition of the Leaderboard Spotlight presented by the Morning Chalk Up. I'm feeling particularly fired up this week because my social media timelines were just loaded with people getting their very first bar muscle up in 19.4. Despite all that good news, kind of have some bad news this week as we kind of update our bubble watch going into the final week of the Open. It's not all bad though, and we're going to start on the men's side of things. Right now, the projected cut line for a top 20 spot has gone up and sits between 533 and 640 points, depending on if there's one or two scored workouts left. The top three men are within striking distance, and what they would need in week 5 is listed on the right. But for the bottom four, they already have more points than the projected cut line, which means for some big names like Noah Olson and Brent Fikowski, their best hope is that there are two workouts coming, they smash both of them, and 30 to 40 men in front of them just go ahead and punt those workouts into the stands. For the women, the projected cut line is a little bit different. It currently sits between 661 and 793 points, and it's a similar story to the men. There are a handful of women who are still in it and have a great shot, like Kristi Eramo, who moved herself up into 38th place this week, just 6 spots shy of the qualifying line. But on the flip side, some games athletes like Jen Smith, E. Shirk, Becca Voigt, unfortunately would need some sort of Disney moment in week 5 to get back above the cut line, meaning that as it stands right now, some of those sanctioned events are going to get way more interesting. Now, before we wrap this up, I want to give the Masters some love. In particular, a group of 6 athletes who finished 19.4 as prescribed, under the cap, but over the age of 50. 6 men, Mike Cook, our very own Bill Grunler, Leonardo Lima, Jeff Dempsey, Kevin Kester, and Jared Newman made the most of their 3-minute rest period, maybe caught their breath on a certain floral patterned couch, then promptly smashed the second couplet before the time cap hit as prescribed. Remember, that's the same weights as everybody else did on all the younger divisions as well. So well done, guys, and thank you for giving us youngins like myself who didn't finish under the time cap something to shoot for. That does it for this edition of the Leaderboard Spotlight presented by the Morning Chalk Up. We're in the home stretch of the Open. Best of luck in week number 5, and we'll see you guys next time.